you fly into this new menu?
Princess of Bear, today we're at Disney's Boardwalk Resort. It's time to go back to
the Flying Fish.
We're seeking the Flying with the Fish. Actually, the menu was updated, so your number one choice in food infotainment. We're here to try the new menu items, so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not.
Boo.
I'm chaining her to the floor so she can't fly away.
It's time to foodie and chill. We are starting off with a beautiful house-made bread that is nice and hot. It is vegan as is. Now, they do not have earth balance, but they do have olive oil, and they gave it to me in this little, like, syrupy thing. So I'm just going to do a little dip situation. Sad they don't have earth balance, because I feel like they have it at Trattoria next door. The olive oil is very rich. It definitely adds to the bread, but I would enjoy the bread all on its own. It's just like a beautiful little like situation. I love the crispiness of the bread. I think the bread is just really the star of this, and I could do it without the olive oil. I just wish I had earth balance, but I'm okay without it. I'm sad that I forgot my pocket parm, but that's on me. I would give this a 3 out of 5 breads. It gives good bread.
We like a nice house-made bread. You have this potato bread, and then you have the salted butter and this potato chive bread. I'm gonna pull a princess. I'm just gonna butter it up. We like a good bread. I like bread. Bread? Taking the butter off the top, the butter, mistake. Super salty. But doesn't take up or mess with really the quality of the bread itself. Nice and crust on the outside, warm on the inside. House-made, flaky, beautiful. I could eat just that. We come for fine dining, not just the bread. We got 4 out of 5 plus. Heirloom squash. That's a new one. But you have this beautiful plate of different colored squashes, all roasted and nice. Now, it does normally come with bacon and a vinaigrette that are both not vegetarian, but vegetarians. I'm still looking out for you. So you do still have a beautiful plate of this roasted squash. You have some pumpkin seeds, a little bit of cheese in here. It's looking beautiful. It's looking like a puzzle that was you just gave up putting together and just sort of, nope, saving you. A puzzle that you put together and just gave up on halfway. That's what it's given. But it looks pretty. Like a puzzle piece, almost. That's what I'm getting at. It looks like a puzzle. Unfinished puzzle. My initial thoughts is that it looks strange, but now I can see the vision. The burrata with the roasted squash. You give them like this, like, that nice, like, tart sour of like the burrata, but then you have the sweetness of the squash and the pumpkin seeds, put it on top. Think like I would say it's almost like a different version of a cheese plate. Like the squash is the accompaniment, and then burrata is king, and then like the little pumpkin seeds in it. Bacon on it would have just been like one of those things that you unnecessarily added bacon to, so I don't even feel like you're missing anything. Vegetarians, you deserve the finer things in life. And I will try to show you as many of them as I can. I would give that 4 out of 5 plus.
The seasonal Gazpacho has made a minor adjustment to its beautiful offerings, but still vegan as shown on the menu. Now, it is a baby portion, but this is signature dining, so what do you expect? I am here for the fish scale spoon situation. Is it better than Haleo? Absolutely not. Is it good? Sure, if you like citrus. This is a really weird gazpacho to me compared to what I'm used to, what we've had with, like, we have a cooking video on this channel where we make gazpacho, and it is not as hard as this. This is a choice. I would give this a 2.75 out of 5 gazpachos. Jose Andres would never.
We love gazpacho. Haleo got us hooked making it at home when we found out it is even easier than we originally thought. Honestly, batching gazpacho and using it as like a snack throughout the day, that's peak food prep. Why should you only have boring food prep like unseasoned chicken and rice when you can have gazpacho? Seasonal gazpacho gives me many ideas, and I'm here for it. Now, if only Pepe Bay on San Jose Andres did seasonal gazpachos, we'd be in there every month like some of you line up for Gideon's. We would do it. That gazpacho has a lot of character. I'm getting the flavors of the tomatillo, that acidity, but then it's a lot of lemon, which alters the flavor, makes it complex, but I would say challenging for a lot of taste buds. I don't hate it, but it may take some time for it to grow on me. I'll give it 3.75 out of 5 claws. Reimagined on the menu are the mussels. They are now steamed mussels, dropped in a tonkotsu broth with some sweet summer sausage on the side. So you're getting like the steamed mussels in the tonkotsu broth, and then some sweet mussels on here as well. This smells amazing, and it feels like it's coming from my heart because it has like the flavors of like ramen, but then you add mussels and sweet sausage. That's feeling very fishy, but in like, I need to investigate more of this kind of way. Now, as with most steamed mussels, they also give you little crostinis. And on that crostinis, they give you a little bit of black garlic aioli and sort of slide on there. So we're going to take a little bit of the sweet summer sausage. We're going to add that up here. And then we're also going to take that tonkotsu broth soaked mussel and put that on top of the bread. Because this is what they give us things for foodie concoctions. I can't tell you all the ways that I now feel I've been missing out not having mussels in my tonkotsu. Like ramen, a little bit of pork belly, like chicken thigh. Get you some Naruto in there, some seaweed, and just some like mussels. And there's not a ton, a couple here and there. Seasoning for the flavors, the aromas mostly. It's a nice play on the dish and an amazing appetizer. I think it's almost something that you could split, but honestly, I would take this for just like a lunch item if they did that kind of thing here. I would give this a 4.5 out of 5 claws. It is amazing. Almost so amazing I want to dip my face in it, but I'm not going to do that.
Now, when I think of Galette, I think of the France Pavilion when we have the prefix menu at the creperie and they serve the galettes. I do not think of like a miso-glazed galette like I have had here multiple times. I will say though, like it has like a beautiful mixture of saltiness and sweetness that just kind of works. So I hope that the galette is still as delicious as I remember it to be, because it's always been a favorite of mine. It is crunchy, it is tasty. I would say if you are somebody that likes like Asian flavored food, this is the type of dish for you. This is so perfect. I love it in every way, shape, and form, and I'm so glad I've been able to enjoy it multiple times. I hope that they just iterate on it and they don't remove it from the menu. But either way, I love it. I would give it a 4.75 out of 5 galettes. It is delicious.
This miso-glazed galette always has me like flashing back to Shikisai and Takumi takes. I'm always getting like those scents of the misos like embedding themselves in my nostrils. But seeing something like I said, flying fish, I understand what they were going for as far as like, hey, we want a seafood adjacent dish without using all meat. And we also want it to be vegan. I think this is a valiant attempt. The way that it's seeded and brushed with the miso definitely gives me oceanic vibes. Not like the oceanic sub. It's not imploding in my mouth, but it's like a nice wave of flavor and delicious. It may seem rather simple, and I feel like it could objectively use a little bit more whimsy on the plate. The flavors, though, are not to be denied. It's flavorful, it's tasty, tender, everything your mouth is going to want. The seeds can be a bit of a texture, sort of like irritant, but they taste fine, and I think they belong very well in this dish. I would give this a solid 4 out of 5 claws. Another new addition standing on business here at Flying Fish is the organic, is it a name? Pan-seared duck. You have these nice chunks of duck and the foraged mushrooms and this glaze. Then I have some asparagus on a pea Soubise. We're just going to go ahead and cut right into the duck. All nice and tender like. Get that by itself first. Yeah. As gamey and flavorful as you would expect. Nice and tender. I love the aromas of duck when you start to chew it. It's both a flavor experience, but then it's like olfactory as well, as it just like wafts up through your nostrils. That is amazing. I would give that 4.25 out of 5 claws. Now to try it with all of the accompaniments. Slice of duck. Take some of these foraged mushrooms here. Then we have sliced asparagus. You don't see that very often. And this pea Soubise on the back end. So asparagus, pea, mushroom, and duck. I'm glad the pea is a puree. There's a goose in the bottom, and I can take as much or as little as I need. Me not rocking with the peas because they don't rock with me. It adds flavor to the dish, but I could do without. The duck on its own with the asparagus and the mushrooms are fine. I think it's a tasty addition. And if you're not feeling seafood when you come here, I think the duck is an amazing choice. I would give that a solid 4.25 out of 5 claws.
The Argyle Pinot Noir is the drink of the night. Cheers! It's a very tart, lovely room temperature Pinot Noir. It's more like a medium bodied. It's not too heavy, and I think it will pair with many things on the menu. I would give it a 4 out of 5 Pinot Noirs. I will enjoy this.
Grape juice. Adult grape juice. Fermented, probably smashed with somebody's dirty toes, but it's here. It's bottled. We have the Argyle Willamette Valley Pinot Noir. No, I don't memorize this stuff. We're just here having fun. Okay. I think a sommelier would say the tannins. Very sharp. I'm getting hints of the cherry. And it's also a very ripe grape. It's very like clean finish. I wouldn't say palate cleansing, but like it's going to like definitely go with any sort of like savory dish you get for the night. Or even something that's a really rich flavor, that's going to follow up beautifully. I would give that 4.25 out of 5 claws. As the princess would say, I'm feeling mighty fine. Nowadays, when I can't decide what I want to order, beverage-wise, I usually default to an old-fashioned. That seems an extreme take. It's like calling for a Gundam when you want to step on a roach. But, you know, I like old-fashions. Is it stronger than I would like sometimes? Maybe. But they said Knob Creek, and that was enough for me. A little bit of orange, the bitters in here. a nice gigantic ice cube. Not a stamped ice cube though. I feel like flying fish should be stamping flying fishes into their ice cubes. That's free game. Use that. That's quality whiskey. Not quality H2O, quality whiskey. That is going to have me feeling wonderful. Fancy and free. 4.25 out of 5 claws.
The strawberries and cream dessert that is here at the Flying Fish has not changed since our last review here, but is certainly one of my favorite desserts. One thing that they have changed, though, is this cute little, like, golden leaf situation here. So I'm going to grab some of the tart with this beautiful vegan gelato and the gold action, I suppose. And let's just treat her like a special little strawberry thing. I'm curious because I'm making a mess. Curious because we just went to Yachtsman and they added a lemon meringue that just kind of made everything so clear and gorge. And I don't know. I just think that, like, Yachtsman really set the mark for dessert. So I'm curious to see how the Flying Fish regular dessert that has been here prior to the new lemon meringue at Yachtsman owns up. This tastes more like the berries and cream dessert that we had, like 3 desserts before at the Yachtsman. It is delicious, and I love it. I still think the lemon meringue is better, but this is delicious also. And I do think the berries and cream dessert was better than the black cherry that they had right after that. So I'm here for this. I will give it a 4 out of 5 desserts. I think it is very delicious.
Strawberries and cream Flying Fish style. You have this nice strawberry compote, vanilla gelato, and this nice little tart here on top. You got pieces of strawberries are hidden underneath the base. No, it's really hard to see when it's on top, but like underneath there, tons of little strawberry bits for that compote. And it smells like fresh strawberries, like on a rainy Florida morning. That's an actual thing. I'm not sure if it is. Something about that classic combination of like ice cold dessert, be it sorbet, ice cream, or gelato, and like cake or brownie or cookie, like that is an unbreakable bond. That's like Dunkin' Egg. That's like Bumblebee and Optimus. That's Moose and Squirrel. Either way, this is a delicious dessert. I give that 4.5 out of 5 claws. This rhubarb and mascarpone dessert, this beautiful elderflower poached mascarpone, and then you have this honey gelato on the side. It looks like a spring flower ready to bloom with the side of the ice cream. But all wonderful things must eventually get eaten. I'm talking about food, people. I'm always talking about food. So dive right in. Get all of the things and take a beautiful floral rhubarby honey-y bite. I'll admit, reading the description I was worried because rhubarb is a really hard flavor to pair with other things, at least I think, because I feel like it's so strong that it tends to like overpower the other flavors and you're not really getting like the complete package. Here I'm getting equal parts mascarpone and rhubarb, the honey gelato with a little crumble in the bottom. Just serves to further enhance the flavor, and it feels like a complete dish. It feels like taking a bite out of spring, if you will. I would give that a solid 4 out of 5 claws. Flying Fish do indeed have us flying.
I love all of the options, and the galette is absolutely my favorite. I could eat 2 of them, and the dessert is good too.
The new additions to the menu are this level of expectation we have come to expect. Yes, the level of food that we have come to expect from Flying Fish. They're doing an amazing job. Flying high, literally,
Yes.
if you will. I love the duck. The server recommended the mussels, and that was amazing. That's probably my favorite dish of the night.
Oh.
I loved it.
And I could have bread for days, so everything was good.
Yes. But we know what you guys think to the new additions to the menu, and when is your next reservation to Flying Fish? I'm not even gonna ask if you want to go. I just want to know
should.
when the next reservation is.
Do the thing.
Do the needful, as we
Yes.
say. But as always, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
We have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, maybe your bear will yeet himself into Spaceship Earth and never come to the boardwalk again.
Who brought Spaceship Earth into this? You heard the girl. Exactly, child. Exactly.